back. The new chair. Yeah, my internet crashed. Came back. Crashed and came back, man. Oh. All right. Checking this email real quick. If it'll load in. Yep. All right. So my new headphones will be here tomorrow. Just got an update. Cool. Internet's back. I'm back. Oh, got some burpy gassies. All right. Yeah. What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yoop. And people start believing it's going to hell. We're all going to hell. Doomed.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
I trimmed my beard while I was in there. So, I'm thinking about cutting my hair. Let me see if, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find the picture. I found it yesterday. I'll post it in Discord if I can find it. To what I kind of want to get to this summer. It's on my phone. It's a selfie I took a while back. So I gotta see if I can find it. No. It's kind of like a shaggy short. Maybe. Nowhere to be found. It was like a shaggy short and a thick beard. And I'd like to get back to it. I want to cut my hair, I think. Not I think. I'm probably gonna cut my hair. Yeah, Percy does. My kid liked my beard. Like a lot. And she was not happy when I cut it off, man. Man, I can't find the picture. I saw it last night and I showed my wife. I was like, Dad, that's what I want to do. I don't see it. I should have saved it somewhere. I should have saved it, but I didn't. No, it was before that. Right before there. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. Right before this. We're getting closer. It's a lot of fucking photos on my shit. Ah, there it is. Found it. Boom. All right. So, share. I'm just going to send it to Heather for now. Oh, no, wait. Share. Discord. There you go. All right, there you go. Wasn't happy about it? Yeah. All right, so. Yeah. Yeah, so this. I'm going to do this, something like that again. Like have my beard out. Then there's the kind of like a shaggy short. You know? But style my beard a little bit better than that. Because that's pretty fucking nasty shaggy beard. But I think I'm going to do that this summer. Like real soon. And then just grow my beard out a little bit more. Trim it up. And have the short hair for a bit. I think that's my plan. Because that was like 2019-ish. That was right before the pandemic. Matter of fact, do I still have it up? No. But I liked it. All right. Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Till she had enough. Her muscle ran away. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
His eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
Ew. I had just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. In another storyline, when you fight, you accidentally push the little mouse gerbil thing, whatever, into the toxic smudge, and they get all burnt up and shit like that, and deformed and all kinds of shit. It fucks them up. See you around, new kid.
He kicked at the puddle before making.
Uh-oh. Now it gets on her. Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze
Beck
in your
shook
hair.
the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter
It bleached
4.
her hair.
The best policy.
The best.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess.
Drag her
Hopefully
in.
he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Finding Rollo. I can't remember where I'm at in this story now. Uh-oh. Luca, what the hell are you doing here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
Looking for Rollo. That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her.
She's intense
Her
as
eyes
fuck.
were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
She's angry. We're running out of
In a
time.
torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Will and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster, and a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes
Just
hunted the ground in thought.
wow.
With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay. I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
Aye. You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. Did you really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here, leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait at the treehouse in case Rolo shows up. I can do that. No conversation.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a
Oh,
start.
Nuncreed. Hey-oh. Don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry, yo. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rolo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rolo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rolo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank, and he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed.
Uh-oh.
Kind eyes warmed a stern face.
Warmed a stern face?
There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was something lurking behind those eyes. Shame? It's the only one I have.
Shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rolo, maybe he could help.
Maybe? Mess around the old Valentine
Mr.
warehouse.
Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
What? Both of you? You were with Rolo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
What? But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close. So close to being done with this.
Shove. Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
Uh-oh. What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
The fuck's going on? Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor
The fuck's going on,
from
man?
under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced
elevator?
and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much.
Uh-oh.
The end.
They killed me.
Wait. No, this isn't the end.
They killed me.
I know there's still much more.
The hazmat suit people
Somehow
killed me.
This went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
All right. This one I can do flight. And this is what I can do, break. Let's go back here and do this one. Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. Oh, this is when all the drones came after him. All the little drones had come after him because they found some shit. All right. Flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight.
Fight did not work out for them.
He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
Ooh. Boom.
He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Nice. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr, we love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. Oh, yeah, this is the deformed kid. They're after the little deformed kid. Remember I said that they got into a fight and they pushed the kid in the puddle? This is what happened to them. They got all fucking mutated and deformed, and the corporation people are after them. See ya, jerks. Sigh. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the
fuck?
That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice.
It was ice?
Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath.
Catching their breath.
The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs.
It got super cold, super fast?
Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
How'd they end up here? There was no snow before. That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost them? Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then what's up with all the Winter Wonderland shit? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Walk this way. Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
That's right. Is that Bozo Kerr? I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those
Luca
woods.
looked at Iggy with hesitation.
We're in the woods? No need to
With
be
a resigned
rude.
sigh, Luca responded.
It seems the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
Fuck that guy. We gotta keep moving.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow.
Lightly covered.
2 faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. Uh-oh. What's the readout? Setting just above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. You should report this to Mr. Kerr. Meh, still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sights to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. What? Oh, it's the town. What's all this? Hard to say with all this snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? There could be another town this deep into Weep Wood? There couldn't be. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. There we go. It is Beacon Pines!
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
What? That doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How is that even possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. That's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep on moving. Keep on moving. All right, let's go the town direction. Whoop. Yeah, all this is...
The fencing glistened. Each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Translucent layer. Looks like the stuff they put up around Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know. This stuff look familiar to you? It looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into. Yeah. I mean, I do want to go back. I do want to go back and look. Because that's my house. And then there's this. Yeah. Yeah, it won't let me go into where the tree was. Or no, this is where the tree was. No, because that's my... So it's just... I'm just missing a panel that's in the other maps. I'm just missing one panel. Yeah, I can't go there. Cross the bridge. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
School of minnows. School of them. Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim run.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Fusion. Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't going to save ourselves. My face is mangled, the town is destroyed, and everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered
doubt it.
upward at the darkening sky.
I doubt it.
He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
More than. It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyways.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Numb. Why don't they just go inside one of those buildings, man? There's tons of buildings there. They can go inside. At least get out of the fucking wind. The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's ball hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things, trying to get in fights?
He shrugged.
Learned behavior from a parent, I'm sure. It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Roller are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Poor Iggy. Perfect little Luca Van Horn. Oop, wrong button. With his perfect little life, my life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Well, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet. Even she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know.
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh. It must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all of
Luca's
this.
eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
That's stupid. Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. Poor little traumatized kid.
The house smelled of warm bread.
What?
Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug.
What?
He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in
Dead
her lap.
parents.
She idly stroked his hair while humming a song.
His dead parents.
A voice behind Luca spoke. This is how you remember them, huh? Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this.
What was it really like?
The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you?
Nope.
Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
Uh-oh.
The day he chose to abandon us.
Chose it. I lose internet again? Is this going to be my day? Bad internet day? I don't know how long it's been out. I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, the day he chose to abandon us.
To look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us.
He didn't abandon us.
The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively.
Waved it dismissively? Just it went out for a little bit.
Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you.
Uh-oh.
The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting.
Aww.
Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this.
Can't afford it.
She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch?
Just watch it happen?
There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them.
What kind of oath? Who was he?
Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this.
Ooh.
Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes.
The platitudes.
Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo.
Buckaroo.
I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly.
Nah, he's not coming back.
Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
And never returned. Oh, excuse me.
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall.
Nom nom. Burpee burpee.
It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Oh, get your hands off of
Whether
me.
it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Who is this? Just what do you think you're doing?
He looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep, minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me.
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's just calm down. Who are you? A friend? An observer? A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility? Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait! Do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. All right? That does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
And he dies. Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing
They both
he'd worn
die.
patience then, Nat relented.
Very well. I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Snap. Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood, or we teleported to some alternate universe, or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines, the original true Beacon Pines. You both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover.
Matt narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
"The source." Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they could.
His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home.
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
"Iggy! It's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weep Wood."
Chapter 6. The Source.
The Source.
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured.
Underground and captured.
Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest.
Definitely.
But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know.
What? What does he need to know?
Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
"You're here. All this time, I thought I was visiting you, but you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?"
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Sad. "Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?"
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
"Oh, Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes."
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
"Hide! Hide!" There you go. 259 Kelvin. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who love them will never know the truth. The truth is
He
overrated.
bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey! Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah, come on. It's almost lunchtime. He saunters off. Weirdo. Here, I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some
Iggy
advice.
gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Pow! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover. Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Vanehorn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself? Hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
He flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. We'll see. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Can't go. Oh. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to
Iggy
you?
and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Yeah? Well, do I? Aw, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Screw that dude. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
Uh-oh. Is it a gun? Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop, and you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you
He
didn't.
stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the look on your faces. Rolo got grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. When I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. What a dick. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who was in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Wait, does that make Hitler a hero? I don't think I like that definition. I don't. The Boston Strangler is a hero. Oh man. Refuses to give up. That's some serial killer shit right there, man. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I'm always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast off, loser. Oh, they're gonna die. They're gonna die again. Crooked. Town hall's crooked. Just like this whole stinking place. Whole stinking place. Can't go up there. Nowhere to go here. This is it. Into the tunnel.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes.
Bewilderment.
Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo, 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 echo. Whoa! I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. This is the source? It's a dang hole? How do we smash a hole? Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr. Where's Rolo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two at least. Drat, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collected the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Aren't you in charge? Oh, heavens no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You're a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play a part in life. Mine just happens to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not going to be so winning after we're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
See change. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks, and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. But, that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Uh-oh. Stop, you fool! Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What? Like
With
this?
a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa.
Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Uh-oh.
Iggy
Uh-oh.
tried to twist away.
Uh-oh. What's up,
but in the
Riwi?
struggle, they
Welcome
both
back, yo.
tumbled over the side.
How you doing? They both tumbled
Luca
over the
dove
side.
forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Uh-oh.
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He
Uh-oh.
could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child. What have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. Now, what channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the Clippers will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Kill him! Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Jesus. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. But don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? You know, I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phyllis Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Brum dum dum. Ripty dum dum. Now? Oh, no, it says, wow. Can you believe this guy? Hum.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kurt, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
Friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
Damn. I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
Man, I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do
Iggy's
this.
voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Damn. Let me do the right thing for once. Iggy had no choice. Ooh, let him fall or get help. I think I'm gonna let him fall.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Damn. Good. They're gone. Gone. Are we the baddies?
The two
No.
silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
We just dropped the baddies. One was his childhood bully, and the other was actually a bad guy. His childhood bully who he kind of made amends with a little bit right there. And they bonded a little bit. But still a childhood bully. Kind of a piece of shit. Like, alright, good. Oh, the fireworks are shooting out. Wonder what lit the fireworks off down there. Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Oh, it's that lady again. Or the dude, whatever. Little mouse. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempus is a peculiar substance. Liquamine? Liquamine? Tempus liquamine? Whatever. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold, and the fireworks made the whole freeze over. That's one way of putting it. Yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
Yeah. Remember we saw it before where just everything froze. Everybody died. Because that was one of the endings to one of the little side stories. Was it just I did something, I don't know what I did, but the whole town just flash froze. Everybody died. Despite the furry material, hey man, furries need love too. And access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each of us has our role to play. Dude, I need to go take a piss. Let me go take a piss real quick. I'll come back and we'll do some more of this. Give me a second. it back. I made it back. Safe and sound, man. Made it back safe and sound, yo. All right. Each one of us has a role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Observe and wait. Wait for what? Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn, you're going to save the world.
With a chuckle,
I don't think
Nat
so.
turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny.
To destiny.
To be continued
Dun
in
dun dun.
Baking Pines Harder.
What?
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm?
What?
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good?
What?
I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels.
Oh, okay.
Let's go back and find something more
That's what it
definitive.
is. Find something more definitive. Shame. Break. So what if I refuse to let him fall to his death? What happens then? Refuse his request.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad.
That's a good lad.
Radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards.
Once again
Mr.
surrounded.
Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard beautifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take
The
him away.
founder.
A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
Damn.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Right. All right, so all we have left is this one. It says break. Kazuga began to... Oh, this is having... I've just finished dinner with the Beck. Yeah, Beck. I just finished dinner with Beck and her parents. Found out her parents, one of her parents works for the Perennial Harvest as a scientist. And they just moved to town.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night.
Oh, this was whenever
Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
the other story was the storm. When the storm raged and I missed Rolo and Rolo was mad at me. Was the other story. And this is the storm breaks. Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? Promise Rolo I'll
Lucas
tell him
stopped
about...
himself mid-sentence.
Don't let her in on it. She can't be trusted. Her parents are corporate drones. Can't be trusted, man. Promise you'd tell him what? Tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're as thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse, and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Oh, where's she at? Is she not gonna follow me? I thought she would follow me. Packing a bowl. Getting ready to smoke. Gonna have to intermission for a second. I have a short little intermission break, whatever. Oh. Sorry, I choked in y'all's, coughed in y'all's ears on that one. My bad.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
Skulking. So you telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
So let me check this real quick. Nope. Got it. Sorry. Beck grabbed the wrong. Oh yeah, check the. Okay, yeah, cool. Mark my words. You decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Hera's Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return the suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking
Beck's
about.
voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. Do you understand that? When this is... I'm sorry. You do understand that when this is when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, is that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of
The mysterious
this?
figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Oh, it's the grandma. Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect. Family. It's his grandma, though. His grandma's the terrorist. An answer I can certainly respect. Yeah.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. Supercharged, big old V8s. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared
into the night. Into the night. Supercharge.
Chapter 5.
Supercharged.
What big ears you have. Lucas
What?
sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet.
I do have big ears. Thank you for pointing it out.
After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What time we got here? 1. I got about 2 hours left in my stream. I'm going to have to end at my normal time today. I have to go pick up my kid. No drinking. No drinking. Have to drive across town. Oh, pick my kid up from school today. And tomorrow. But tomorrow we're playing Biomutant. Looks like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That's your gran. Or my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Meet up with Rolo at the treehouse. Some more fishy stuff. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
He's in on it. We know he's in on it. The big dog thing. He's in on whatever the switch thing that they did. Nun Creed. Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. We'll maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
Exhausted sigh. If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
That's not scary at all. The phone booth is a secret elevator to the lab. We know that. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know, asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good old hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Yeah, we'll see, old man. We'll see, old man. You don't tell me what to do. There's the coffee couple. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how the Perennial Harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam? Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. Let's go see what the reading lady's doing. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? You can't handle the truth. You want the truth? Locked. Do you want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
I think Gus is the mayor, I think. It's all come together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without you.
The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yeah, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be ever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family, present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. No, not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down-to-their-luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, it can grow into something truly special. And you see potential here. Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. So they're talking about the source. They've set up shop because of the source. And they've moved the town here for some reason. Old Pickler's Pond. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So, what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo, he's a pain in the ass. I mean, Rollo. I told you he was a pain in the ass. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this fowl harvest thing is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights, okay? There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died and something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch, but it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick? I just watched when people are talking. What kind of game is it? What do you mean, Eric? It's hit harder than others, yeah. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacopides Reborn Initiative. Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels. One town over for a week. Well, they decontaminated the groundwater. That's how they switched towns. They put everybody in a hotel for a week. We better get going. Ooh. Gameplay I didn't see. No, it's a story puzzle kind of game. Lots of dialogue. It's just telling a story. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? There's this right here, Eric. There's a decision tree, and it has a bunch of different endings. Like there was an ending here that was pretty bad. Another ending opened up another branch. And this one both had kind of shitty endings. But as I earn these tokens, I play the game. And as I play the game, I earn these tokens by doing dialogue with people, searching stuff or whatever. I'll open up these tokens, and that opens up new decisions to be made at these decision points, which opens up more of the story. So all this is like endings. Like the one I just played, accept or refuse, was there was a little boy on the edge of a deep cavern and everything. And yeah, you see it on the left right there. The artwork on the left, it's a whole thing. Where I was holding on to him, there was a little boy, and then the bad guy was holding on to the little boy, and both decisions, whenever I save the boy or if I just let them go and let them die, but let them both die, or if I try to save the boy, it ends the game. Like there's a whole, if I let him go, it reveals like this whole bunch of story, lore, back stuff that I didn't know before. It opens up a whole thing, but it eventually ends in a shitty ending. The other one, if I refuse to let him go and refuse to let him die, and I pulled the boy up or called for help, and people helped me pull the boy and the bad guy up, now the bad guys have me and they kill me. So that was the end. You know? This one right here, the dog guy I found out is in on it, and I tried to shame him for being involved in whatever was going on, and he killed me. The dog guy. The guy who runs the general store. When I tried to shame him for being involved, he just killed me. Well, sent me to people to kill me. And both of these had these two branches. This decision sent me these two ways. Yeah, these two decisions sent me these two ways. And this one was just to show you how it works. This one was just do all three of them to see the different outcomes. So now I'm on the... Yeah. So I did change, and now I'm on break. Yeah. Because if I struggle, then the guy in the hazmat suit drags me in and kills me. Not Nan. Nan is wearing a hazmat suit to disguise herself as the scientist or the workers. Whatever. She's disguising herself because she's a terrorist. But if I struggle, they kill me. So I don't struggle and I accept the what's going on and all that kind of shit like that, and then it leads me to this one, which rumble and break. And if I do the rumble, I end up dead. Me and Rolo end up dead if I do the rumble. So now we're doing break. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. Oh well. We'll just.
Luca began to respond,
oh no!
but
Hold
the
on.
sky answered for.
I fucked that up. I didn't mean to hit it. God damn it. Skip to where I left off. There you go. Meet up with the Rolo Treehouse. There you go. All right. It's about time. About to go home. There you go. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission
Rolo
Control.
waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca. You know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? Well, while I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Up goes the glass. The fuck? He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Rolo's a pain in the ass. Oh, I gotta do another one. There we go. Got another one. Oh, there's another one? Oh, it's moving. Oh, nope. Nope. Oh, damn it. Nope. It's too high. If I get there, if I get too close, it goes too high. Nope. Placed it the wrong way. There we go. We got it. Honka honka. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative. I'll give you that. All right, I'm back. Just had some dinner. Ooh, what'd you have for food, man? Tell me about food. Always want to know more about food. Always want to know everything you're eating. It's 13:30 here. I am kind of hungry. I ate a shit ton of pasta earlier, man. I'm still fucking hungry. Still fucking hungry. Baked pasta chicken, like with a bunch of cheese, or what'd you use for liquid? Like a tomato sauce, or what's your pasta? Like butter, oil, cheese, a cheese sauce? No. Ow. Are we sure we can trust a new recruit? I'll vouch for. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters. I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They're wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go, and I ran. Dang, that's intense, yo. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Harris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And when you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Harris Valentine, pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
What's up, Malinger? How's it going? Rollo and Luca. How's your Monday, man? What are you up to? No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. It's not aliens, Rollo. Must be aliens. It must be aliens. I don't understand it. Must be aliens. Right? And their leader is your gran. And she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Just working, nothing fancy. Pretty good. Pretty good playing this little cute little indie game on the Xbox Pass. It's cute. It's interesting. It's a little dark. Motherfuckers be dying. You end up killing the main character a lot. Like, you end up killing the main character and then having to go back and do different decisions. Second, it could have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. No. No, Malinger, not like roguelike at all. Here in a minute, I'll show you. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. His dad's dead and his mom's missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are you sure Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
His Gran's a terrorist spy. I'm just saying. Sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Paul always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. Can I get to it? Oh, I can get to it right here. I didn't know I could get to it right here. So this is the story tree. This was the first decision I came to in the story. And I earned these tokens you can see on the right by doing dialogue. Let me do this. There you go. By doing dialogue and searching around the map. There's only like 6 panels in the map. and I find these different decisions by mostly interacting with people. And then they all give me different storylines. The check marks are the ones that I've done, and they all so far have, the accept one on the right there gave kind of an ending. So I think if I get another decision here, the next decision for this one's going to give me a better ending. As you go further up, you get closer to a happier ending, or at least a complete ending, and not just some motherfucker dying. Yeah, it's a super unique little indie game. But most of these end up with you or someone like dead. Most of those decisions end up with you dead. The only one that hasn't ended up with me dead is Accept, but it ends on a cliffhanger. It what's going to happen next? Tune in next time. And then the author, the narrator, was like, I don't like that ending. I don't want this to be a multi-part thing or whatever. No cliffhangers. Let's see if we can finish this story. So you have to go back and try again. So it wasn't like a bad ending. No one died, but it was like a cliffhanger ending. And then as a silly little, the narrator was like, we're not going to accept cliffhangers. There is no part 2. Let's finish this story. So this is the next one available to me. So I've done all the check marks I've done, but you can't really see them now that my camera's back up, but you know what I mean. Moving right along. If my gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. Why is that weird? I'll call you tomorrow when the coast is clear and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. They're going to snoop around Gran shit. They're going to find Gran's big ass fucking dildo. Fucking giant gas powered vibrator. You can count me in. Fucking sounds like a weed eater when you start it up. You gotta crank.
Secret lair.
Gran's kinky. I don't know if you knew this already. Gran's kinky. Her and the dog getting into some weird shit. It's already mentioned it a couple of times.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder.
That Gran and the dog who kills him in one of the storylines, who runs the general store. They're into some weird shit, man. Yeah, it has a choke. Exactly. Choke and a throttle. It's rated by RPM. Nothing but a little 4 horsepower there. Oh. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. Oh. Oh, man. All right. This is the narrator we're hearing here, and she's the one that always kills me off and shit. Tells me how I die.
Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight.
It's one of the side actors, the voice actor doing this, the narration is one of the side actors from Game of Thrones. It's the girl who played I think Gilly is her name. Samwise girlfriend with the baby. Samwise, not Samwise. Sam, just Sam. His name's, I think it's just Sam, right? Not Samwise. Samwise is I did this last time. I was talking about it. I used Lord of the Rings names. Got them all mixed up. Yeah. Hey. I did it last time too. I was talking about it. I used Lord of the Rings names whenever I was talking about Game of Thrones. Tomato, tomato.
Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Whatever, man. Boom, boom, boom. It's the police. Open up. We're here for Gran and her giant fucking gas-powered dildo. Here for the Grand Train. Okay, fine. Jesus, hold on. I can't get in there. I can't get in there. You can knock again? Oh, no. There they are. He's wearing a fucking Sherlock Holmes hat. Rollo, what on earth is that? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're going to need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Oh, yeah. They're going to find the dildo. Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust
Oh.
hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. For suckers. Eureka! She lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat. That's a lot of wood, man. Keep a fire going every single day. Even when I had a fireplace in the winter, man, we weren't lighting a fucking fire up every day. Especially leaving the fucking house. Leave the fucking house with a fire going? Are you fucking insane? All right, Drat. It may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah? The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first? No dice. It's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyways. I can't reach the
A
latch.
look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Run! Run! The hutch. All right, Rollo. It's your time to shine. Aw, yeah. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed
Before he
with...
could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Poop. It's a new job. Oh, yeah. How'd it go? What do you think? What do you think? This isn't the dairy, right? This is the other place. Still waiting back to hear from the dairy. I think you said they had like a couple more interviews this week. They need to go through. Like they had already scheduled some interviews. They're going to go through the interviews and then let you know. But this is the other place. The hopefully filler job, right? If it goes well. Bloop, 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 bloop. The utilities, yeah. This isn't my idea of detective work, man. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still, Rolo. Piece of shit. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in.
Anything important?
With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them.
Excuse me.
Their eyes searched for anything amiss.
Anything.
But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Impeccability. Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh, hey, let me just yank on this random teacup
pulled
and...
on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Holy shit. It's a secret door. Seems like your grand has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do you think she is? We're about to find out. Dun dun dun. Neither. She's a terrorist. So more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars. That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your grand making? Incendiary. Ooh, I got a new one. We shouldn't have, she shouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
Oh my God. I thought something bad was about to happen. Hint of brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Ooh. Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
Fucking gross. It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. And Grand Jam Jar? A Grand Jam... Oh, wait. A Grand Jam Gram? Gram Jam Gram? It says, last night I used the disguise Harris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. It should be possible. If Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man. Are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. No, they're terrorists. We already know this. So more a bombshell than a bomb. Am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked.
One of them
He fingered
was.
through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
Walter.
For a
That's
long
his dad.
moment, he just stared at it.
Oh, what do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you going to read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages.
What's he gonna find?
Himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. What? That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rolo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait.
Rolo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbles in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to his report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rolo scanned through several more pages.
Here! The writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exasperated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say
Rolo
next?
rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Anything. Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the drawer shut.
Bullshit!
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Hastily scrawled notes. Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous, Rolo. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Harris has a question mark. That's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. Ah! We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. You're probably right, man.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Worn down? Cool. This looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rolo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow it,
Traced the path with his finger.
it heads right
He
to
jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square. That's the fountain in the middle of town, which we know is this where the source is. But we don't really know what the source is. We just know the source is down there. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rolo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure? A real bummer. Rolo, what's that thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Uh-oh. Did you say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. She does actually blow the festival up and kill everyone. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? What was that? No, I heard it too. That was the front door, which means someone just shut the door, which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Uh-oh.
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
What is it? Who is it? Is it Gran?
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily.
I was holding my breath,
At
man.
each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just...
Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh. Guess it's nothing.
Rolo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rolo, no.
It was too late. Rolo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Rolo's going after him. Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rolo tackled the man to the ground.
Damn. Rolo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rolo. That was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
Woo, not dead. You sure clobbered him good, Rolo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rolo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7.
Damn, they almost killed Mr. Tolliver.
Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair.
Are they still in the basement?
His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go.
Nope. Gotta
They
kill
needed
him.
to know what he was doing in Luca's house.
They're gonna have to kill him.
After some deliberation, it was decided.
Kill him. They'd run a classic good cop, hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rolo brandished a steely gaze.
Steely
I got
gaze.
this. Read about it 100 times. Rolo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, well, well. Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Nope. Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face.
Hey.
Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the
The
world?
chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
He's tied to the chair. Who? Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now, hold on. Let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're
The
sweating.
doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or, well, let's just say, I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beads. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He shook
Lord.
his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. The source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. It's where it all began, man. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Too much stress? Had a heart attack.
Rollo swung
Dead.
around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you were a little too hard on him. That's what she said. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information, Rollo says. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library? If there's any information about this source thing, Cato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Back at the library. This is a dang nice library. Thanks. We work hard on it. Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? Oh, Cato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet. Now I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing. We sorta don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Birth, death, newspapers, clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. They do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great. We'll start there.
Chapter 8.
Page 69 on Chapter 8. All right. Before we get on Chapter 8, I need to go piss again, and I need some more water. I'm reading all this out loud. Fuck, it's killing my mouth. Killing my throat. Get like cotton mouth, dry throat. Oh, big stretch. Oh. I'll go for about another hour on this. And then I start wrapping it up and thinking about, I got to leave, probably about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. I have to leave to go pick up my kid. So I'll do this for like another hour or so. And then see where it ends up in that hour. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go piss right now.
6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records,
Right.
desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tulliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst.
It's not Gran. Or it is his Gran. And she's there to seek revenge for her son. Her son's death. Instead of water, I made me a coffee. I just made more coffee. All right.
But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
I had oatmeal. I'm still there. There, I think I got it. I ate an oatmeal cookie. I had a piece of oatmeal stuck in my teeth. No closer to the truth. After eating more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears. What's up, Scarlet Panda? How's it going? How you doing? Hope you're having an excellent Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm smoking. I'm gonna go ahead and do a smoke real quick. I still got a piece of oatmeal in my teeth. I can't get it. Can't get it. All right. Cheers. Woke about 20 minutes ago. Nice. Are you on the East Coast? Or are you just like a night owl? You sleep during the day?
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. Pal. East Coast. Stayed up way too late. Yeah, I got you. Or are you gaming? Or are you hanging out with people? What do you do when you stay up that late? Usually. I have a real hard time sleeping when the sun's up. Like, real hard time. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself. God damn.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. You really, that's the best you've got? Then I'm done with you. You'll be the footnote in history. Just
Beth
like
slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
Jay Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey, 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 hey. Just gaming on some For Honor. That's For Honor. That's like the like chivalry, like you're like fighting with like a hack and slash against a bunch of people, right? Like it's like a pit or something? Or am I thinking of a different game? Is that not the hack and slash? It's like arena style. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and 4v4. Yeah. All right. One of those games that you love to hate or hate to love. Yeah, whatever. Tomato. Speaking of pandas. What's up, homie? Another panda raid. What we got here? Maybe? No. Just not gonna work. No bot. No bot. I hope you're having a good time, man. Let's see. Yep. Jesus. Oh, because my internet disconnected earlier. Oh, I forgot I lost internet. That's right. Let's try that again. Diablo. Working on Diablo. I was in there watching you play Diablo the other day. Actually, it was yesterday, I think. I was in there watching you play Diablo. Welcome in, Panda peeps. Panda raid peeps. I hope everybody's having an awesome day. Beautiful day. Everybody who came in with the raid, everybody who's hanging out and shit like that, now's a good time for me to give my spiel that you all deserve love. Every single one of you deserve love. It doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter where you've been, where you're going, what's been done to you, what you've done to others. None of that shit matters, man. You deserve some love in your life. You deserve some empathy. And most importantly, above all, you're worthy. You're worthy of loving yourself. You're worthy of that self-love and that self-appreciation. Worthy of having it. You're worthy of going on the journey to find it. All right. Boom. Cookies. White chocolate macadamia nut cookies. That's the only form of love I accept. Drugs. Drugs and booze. Coffee. Drugs, booze, and coffee. And blowjobs. Drugs, booze, coffee, and blowjobs. That's my list. That's my list, yo. Now I'm sticking to it. Something tickled the back of Luca's mind. Wait. What was that name, Beck? In the obituary? Jay Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? Jay Hartford? That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were two Jay Hartfords. Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. Now I'd be lurking as you get your ass beat in For honor. You get your ass beaten for honor. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with? I told you it is imposter, spy, assassin, fucking terrorist person. Fucking terrorist.
The question hung in the air.
Knew it. All right, gang. I got to close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh, crap. Paul's going to kill me. I got to go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you going to do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something. We got to kill him. They have to kill him. There's no choice.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house.
No choice. Death it is.
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet.
Oh, there's some nasty winds out there. I wonder if that's what put the internet out earlier. Was the winds.
And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement.
Mr. Tolliver.
Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
All right, let's go. Gran's there already.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and to listen closely. She was asleep.
Woo!
His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Not likely. Not likely. All right. Is it closed? Oh, it's still open. Mr. Tolliver's gone. Oh, no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be
Oh,
seen.
no. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not
First, need
realizing
food.
it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
Nom, 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 nom. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed, act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. I don't think this is going to go well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gran? Oh, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool, man. We're going to play it cool and go to bed.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Something was wrong. Come on, legs. Just a few more steps. Boom.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
Uh-oh. There was poison in the jam.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground.
No.
Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
He's dead. The germ. Oh, he's not dead? I thought he was going to be dead. I thought it was going to be, sweet boy, what did you get yourself into? Dragging him? Rest now and let me handle everything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Chapter 9.
9. Number 9.
A speech to end all speeches.
Number 9.
Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed.
Number 9.
He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
Gran didn't drug you.
Or
She was...
rather,
Exactly.
why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
There you go. That's the right question.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head,
Blah, 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 blah,
he
blah, blah.
snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival. It's time for the festival. Still can't get in the closet. Still can't get in Gran's room. Festival. The stairs are still open. No Gran, eh? No Gran, eh? Nothing new to look at? All right. All right. On to the festival. Meet up with Rolo. Uh-oh. Cutscene. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed? Put me to sleep. Whoa! I told you Gran and Nuncreed were into some kinky shit, yo. Sly devil. Oh. I got another badge. I think he's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around, but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Major Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get all moving.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing, hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yeah, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is without my father, Sharper Valentine. Now I'll be lurking. Yeah. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. No. Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right. Where was
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Hey, Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Oh, heck, I didn't prepare anything, but I suppose I could say a few words. We'd be ashamed to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's exonerable, unavoidable, and undeniable. Wait, that's not the right word. Exorable? Whatever. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip, which brought me to a small town, which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community, and Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. perennial harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
Now we walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scuff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we could accomplish. Oh shit. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain
Mr. Keller
calm.
quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so it is with a happy heart that I can
He
proclaim
raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits. Everybody dies.
At that
Everybody's
moment,
dead.
A merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
Instantly. Everyone's dead.
For
I've
a
seen
man
this
like
ending.
William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
The end.
There's that ice again! Whenever
Again!
it's getting close, it comes along and ruins everything.
Again.
Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
Okay.
No,
Oh, I was down,
I
man.
don't
Come
mean
on.
that.
Fine.
Got a little closer this time.
Whatever.
We just need to try again.
Try again.
Please.
All right. Shame. So I need to go here. Hard. So this is when we have the guy all tied up. Good cop. Sly cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Ooh, the sly cop.
With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What's going on here? Oh, you're that Modeville girl. Please, call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you
Beck
here?
caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was going to be
Ooh.
easy.
Easy peasy, man. You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes
Mr.
sense.
Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this
Mr.
town.
Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both
Beck
here
twirled her
to
hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the
Beck
evidence?
shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Bingo. Yep. The old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up
Beck
down
was
here.
on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing, really. The other day, I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an old phrase in the perennial harvest transmission. An old phrase. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's got to mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look.
Uh-oh.
She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch all that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf. But all he ever sells us is apples.
Blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rolo. Well, sure. But once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried? Covered? Could it be cover up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rolo with amazement.
What? The dumbass? Rolo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Cren's new drugstore. Yeah, I think you were right the first time, Rolo. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. New drugstore. Ayo. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like this last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. That's the guy we kidnapped. Smoke break. Yeah, like I said, some super kinky furry designed this shit. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? Add a few more details to lock down for the festival. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, Lux. There's definitely some. There's definitely a few of them. There's some innuendo stuff in here that's kind of weird, like uncomfortable. It's like, wait a minute. Did they just mean what I think they mean? Oh, what do you have to report? What is this Insipid Town Festival really about? I
Gus
think...
looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That's just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry.
The Valentines.
In the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. What a dick. It's getting late, children. Yeah, sure, okay, whatever. The lady's still down here reading. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villains make a good point. That's a good point. Wait, is she the villain? This whole time, the lady reading was the villain? This is Solomon.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Oh, damn, dude. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say, we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we may not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Tell me more. I'm not surprised Rolo likes sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wonder why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash. Pays him off. Well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Yeah. This is an elevator. This is an elevator to the lair down, whatever is down there. I don't know what's down there. We haven't been down there yet. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's new drugstore. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing.
We've done this before.
It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Oh, yeah. Yay, we haven't been down here yet.
The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
We haven't seen this yet. Something new. We're getting close to finding out, man. I knew it. You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Adam issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer and a series of tubes. Paul always says you can only trust a miner up to the point where they hit gold. Or when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Paul. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here, man. How could you be involved? True enough. This suit has been a broken mask. So we found our mystery warehouse creeper. Well, at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like a nun creed and talks like a nun creed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. So that means Nun Creed has killed me twice, actually, in this game. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. That's what she said. That's a lot of buttons. Lots and lots of buttons. Let's start pressing some. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Uh-oh. Rollo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide. Where? We're in tubes out here. Just get back. Shit. Awesome. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. They love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now. I like my skin. This all stops now, Nun Creed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
Uh-oh. Now he's gonna kill him? You sound just like him. Walt, that's my dad. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back
He
before
gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. We helped the patients and I helped him. Or he helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us, says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand, and he's willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. It's not wrong. I guess that depends on how you're helping yourself, man. Classic sidekick in the villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes. Until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Wasn't wrong, man. Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
Uh-oh. I try to keep you safe. I try to keep you and Jennifer out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My Grant isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing this town's the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
Frantic. You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She didn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now! She's in danger, boy! I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in the town square. The fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
Oh, shit. She knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and, dear God, she's going to freeze us all. You all need to run. Run where? Away! As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. A little section 2. That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yep. I love this town. Zoop.
Chapter 8. The cold, hard truth.
Uh-oh.
Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments.
Mere
Her
moments.
only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed.
Oh no.
Only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
Nice.
Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Oh, this is where the manhole cover is. Whoop. I saw this earlier, so we've been here before. But I was by myself. No, I was with the bully. Intense? Yeah. I think I might have partied with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. I didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why do you even want to blow something up? Blow something up out here? Only way to find out, I suppose. We've got to catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Oh, we got to do the whole thing. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time. Nuncreed's getting away. Oh. It won't let me. Really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of the town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo. Stick with me here. His species can only live in the sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pines citizens of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep on moving. Aliens!
As they
It's
rounded the corner
aliens!
to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nan's gonna kill us all.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after.
Nan!
Stood confidently
Or
at the
Gran.
edge,
Nan,
one
Gran,
arm
whatever.
outstretched over the abyss.
Over the abyss.
Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
There's a bunch of explosives down there. Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not gonna solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran, what's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
Louder! You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish.
It's true.
His voice hardened.
Oh, it's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself,
No.
making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. It's fun, Lux. It's weird. I'm learning new stuff. There's some kind of I have no idea what this source is. It hasn't told me yet. So I'm not really sure what's happening either. And I've been playing it. Very inconvenient that your wages happen to lie in your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
And Gran keeps on killing everybody.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
See, here's where I make decisions. I make a decision. Weep, hum.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much.
Too much.
Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
Remembering why. This will make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper,
Ignoring
don't.
his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
This is where we see for sure that it was Gran that did it.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, you must be willing
Gran
to...
could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
This is where everybody dies. Yep, everybody dies.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
Trifling.
Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror.
Dead.
There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
The end.
Well, that was dire.
Dia.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
Figured it out.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
All right, so we backtrack. I can do Chill Cop on that branch. Do I have another option here now? No. Nope, still don't have another option there yet. So this is going to be the final branch that I do then. Because I'm still working on this one. We have chill here and hum here. So hum is going to be the branch that's going to fill it out. But let's see what chill does. Good cop, chill cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
Chill cop. Although I can't go much longer. I have to wrap it up and go get ready to pick up my kids soon. Nah, man. I just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell wrong.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This is all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here.
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, all right. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical
So there's
looks.
alternate endings or just different routes to take? Yes, both. Both. This tree. So the story started here. This was my first decision. They gave me options to just to give me a little feel of it, a little test of it. Hold on a second. Let me close that. Then this was the first big option, and it gave me two options, which gave me two branches. Then each one seems to have like two options so far, except for this one has tree. One of them, I died pretty quick. The other one we just watched gave me this branch, and then we went to the weep ending. You saw him cry at the end, and that killed him. So, and each branch is different, and I haven't got any more options. And the way you unlock the options or badges or whatever, the way you unlock them is just by doing dialogue. Doing dialogue, searching around the maps, and you'll find stuff that'll give you like dialogue options. And once you have the dialogue option, you can make the choices. You know? So now it has the question mark on it because we're doing that branch of the story. And each branch fills in more of the story. So the more you play the different branches, the more information you have about the story and what's going on. It's interesting. Interesting design. Lots of reading, as you can see, though. I'm trying to make it as fun as I can, but my throat is getting fucking dry as fuck. I'm not going to do voices. I'm not going to do voices. I find myself every once in a while making like different voices. But, you know. Reading all the dialogue. Do a voice changer, yeah. All right, here we go. Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my grand up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Oh, you can't trust him. Luca. Have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your grand moved to town, haven't it been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just... all this stuff seems pretty weird, man. A board with names of people from town. An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes.
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck.
I don't know.
This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This will make sense in
He
time.
edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark past
Before
indeed.
the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought
Punctuated
to
his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
light. Son of a.
Darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us
Mr.
down here.
Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You could just keep tight down there. And let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Uh-oh. Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation.
They lost.
This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town.
Nope.
Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right.
There's
Only
nothing.
a hollow croak escaped. The end.
They
Well,
locked in the basement.
We certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement.
Nope.
Back to the drawing board.
All right. So we did all those, and we need to do the hum here. Man, I need to end my stream. Began to hum.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody.
Gentle
It was
melody.
the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay.
His mom's little
That
lullaby.
melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Humming his little tune. What's going on here, man?
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation. The
countless
incomparable
nights.
loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
Oh, she didn't blow it up?
A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
Little lullaby they all sang to each other. We gonna get an explanation in this storyline?
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people that call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly.
Is his mom at an older
He could
age?
just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. So how does Mom survive?
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone? You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. That's what she said. I tried to beat them at their own game. I'm done fighting with fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard
Luca
truth.
gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Oh, she's gonna do like the story of what happened at the town festival. You don't understand. He always wins. He
Chapter
who?
9.
He who? All right. Let me go piss real quick and talk to Heather before she starts. Heather's got an appointment at like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go talk to Heather real quick before her appointment starts. I'm gonna take a piss and I'll be right back. All right, I want to see where this goes, but I also need to wrap up real soon and get to go pick up my kid.
7 months ago.
Oh, this is going way back.
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering.
Deep Engineering.
No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory.
Laboratory.
In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen.
Oh, this is the...
There were dozens of them.
This is like a quantum state, whatever, particle or whatever they were talking about.
Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Holy shit. And that's what change is all about. She jumped in the pod. She was looking for what happened to her husband, jumped in the pod, and got deformed and aged. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I'm tickle pink that would make this blah, blah, blah. We've already done this. This man is a liar. Excuse me? I will not. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. And an excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true, and now the whole town is paying the price. I'm so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Oh wait, that's the dude. That's the he's like anti-aging stuff or whatever.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncrete's face.
What's his name? It'll say in a minute. Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side, like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
For a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party, but alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Since the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Poof. Grows back into himself.
A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What? No. Oh. So you didn't see that coming. Good.
Examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. The festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. The Sharper Valentine Festival. Ha! Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Oh, man. Sharper, you malicious bastard. Malice. I'm glad you're back, so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance,
William
Mr.
Kerr gave a
Kerr.
subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward! Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
Nobody could do anything. I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? Fools! You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give, the opportunity to prove yourself in my absence. Squandered. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement. But silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Harris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting my time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you could just live forever? But what about... It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would be possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. Because you left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of perennial harvest? Ha! You think that plucked of Blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Preposterously elaborate. Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was a role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was Pat C. the whole time? Hedrick is out in the open. What's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. Now I'll make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ah, the young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man could do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties.
Miraculous!
Beacon Pines
aging
became
properties.
Famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now.
They are becoming clearer, but I have to go.
You can feel it, right?
I can.
We can't let Sharper win.
No.
He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
All right. So now I have, malice for this one. Oh. That'll be the last one, I think. Oh, wait. There's probably one more here. So I have to learn a couple more here. Yeah, that looks like the end there. It looks like there's one more here. So there's probably going to be a 3 here. Another option at the hole. There's probably going to be another option there. And there's definitely this one. Right? So we're getting there. We're getting there. Malice. 3:36, 2 minutes ago. All right, we can do that. We can do that. And I need to go. I need to go pick up my kid. Pick up my kid from school, man. I'm gonna come back when I get done picking up my kid. I'm gonna come back and do some Fortnite. Come back and do some Fortnite. Probably on stream. I'm gonna come back and do some Fortnite. I'll probably be on stream. Just like 2 or 3 hours, like a short stream this evening. A little bit of Fortnite. How's that sound? I think that sounds good. I hope everybody has a good day, man. If I don't see you later tonight, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a good day, good week. I hope it all goes well for you. I hope you know you're loved. You deserve love. And you're worthy of loving yourself. And I will talk to y'all next time. Like I said, maybe tonight. Definitely tomorrow. Tomorrow we're starting Biomutant. So I'm excited about that. Take it easy.